Hello everyone, welcome to our first in the series of childhood safety discussions. So, like I told you in the introduction, there are a number of reasons why different children from different age ranges are predisposed to having certain injuries of sorts in the home environment. Now, today we're going to look at the first age range, and this group is the group from 0, as in a newborn baby, till about 5 to 6 months of age, when the baby has begun sitting and maybe he's even begun attempting to crawl. We're going to look at this age range of babies and why they may have injuries in the home environment. I know that you're probably thinking to yourself, but this baby is not moving around, she's not crawling, she's not walking. How can she get an injury in the home environment? But you'd be amazed. These babies actually do suffer injuries in the home environment. What kind of injuries do these babies suffer? They suffer injuries from their older siblings. Kids who are maybe 3 years, 4 years old, who are in the same environment as these children. So sometimes the other children, the 3-year-old, 4-year-old, may have seen you giving the baby medicine or something from a bottle. You know, we don't encourage bottle feeding. So let's say they saw you giving the baby something from a bottle. And then this little one, the 3-year-old, decides that, okay, baby's crying, so let me do as mommy did. Mommy gave something from the bottle when baby was crying. Therefore, baby is crying now. Let me also give something from the bottle. Now, the sad thing is that this little one, this 3-year-old, may just pick up a bottle nearby, which may contain kerosene, it may contain Dettol, it may contain bleach, whatever. And this 3-year-old will give it to your baby, and baby will be poisoned. I know, it sounds far off. It sounds like something that can't happen to your baby, but I have seen it happen. Where I used to work, I remember they brought babies who had been given Dettol by a sibling, some poison of some sort by a sibling. There was even a baby whose father had instilled super glue into his nostrils. But that one was an attempted murder. He didn't want to accept the baby, so he wanted to get rid of the baby. So he put super glue in the nostrils of the baby. So when you have a baby at home, a young baby, it's important that if they're slightly older siblings are coming around this baby, then you must supervise them. No one is saying that don't let the other siblings come into contact with your precious newborn. By all means, let them come into contact with this one, because they need to learn how to bond with the little one, how to love the little one, how to even care for the little one. But it must always be under supervision, under the watchful eye of an adult. There was one instance in which a baby was crying in his bedroom, and two siblings, the 3-year-old, the 4-year-old, they went to pick up the baby, to bring baby to mommy because baby is crying. The 3-year-old held the hands of the baby. The 4-year-old held the legs of the baby, and they came carrying the baby like this, bringing the baby to the mother. When the mother saw what they were doing, she was startled and she yelled, and they also got startled and they just dropped the baby. Your guess is as good as mine. The baby died. So it's so important that we shouldn't leave other siblings, slightly older siblings, unattended with our little newborn baby. Otherwise, we are putting the baby at risk of having one injury or another. What else? In the home environment, animals can actually predispose a threat to the safety of your little one. I know you're thinking, oh, but my dog, my German Shepherd, my Rottweiler has been with me forever. I love him. He loves me. He's good with babies. An animal is an animal. An animal is an animal. No matter how much you have domesticated it, man, it still has wild instincts within it. An animal is an animal. So you don't leave your baby unattended with an animal. There have been cases in which a mother has gone just behind the house and come back and found out that her German Shepherd has bitten her baby. Found out that her Rottweiler has bitten her baby. So you don't leave these animals with the babies. Now, I know someone is saying that, well, I live in a compound house. I don't have a German Shepherd. I don't have a Rottweiler. I don't have any of these pit bulls or a huge dog that will come and mess up my baby. Well and fair enough. But then there was one instance in which a mother had freshly circumcised her baby, 8-day-old baby boy. So she put him outside on a mat and then she exposed his privates so that it would dry up quickly, and so that the breeze would give the baby some relief. A dog was passing by. It smelt the smell of blood. It came and then it bit the baby on the penis. So you can't leave a baby unattended. With an animal, with a younger child, you can't leave a baby unattended. Another injuries that some babies have in their home environments comes from people around. If they are smokers in your home environment, then it's something that you need to address them. All right, it's an issue that you need to address. If it's the father of the child, no smoking in the bedroom where the baby is, because the smoke will damage the baby. The smoke will injure the baby. Now let me talk about one last instance. Now, some of our babies also get injured or even lose their lives due to some mistakes that we make as adults. There was one baby who the mother had put the baby on a Macintosh, a plastic, and she was going to get water, soap, all those things to come and bath the baby. Now, babies have a very strong grasp reflex. When they hold on to something, they're really able to hold on to it for long. So the baby was lying on the Macintosh, and then he turned his head. They're flailing their arms and their legs. So he turned his arm to one side, grasped onto the Macintosh. The other one brought the arms together. He's playing around, brought the arms together, and then ended up suffocating himself. When they brought the baby to the hospital, he was dead. It was too late. So when it comes to caring for young children, babies in the home, they are not ambulant, as in they can't get up and walk, they are not crawling. But you, the adults, still need to supervise them. You, the parents, still need to keep your eyes on them so that we can keep these ones safe and protect them from any injury of any sort. I'll end the discussion on this age range here, and then I'll continue with how we can care for or prevent injuries in children of a slightly older age group. If you have any questions, you can just drop a question down there, and then I'll come back and then answer it another time. And sexual abuse or child abuse is another area that can harm our children. Even babies, you will be amazed, but even babies can be sexually abused. But I'll talk about that as a whole topic together on another occasion. So thank you very much, and I'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.